Live from the Mighty Veedverks Airship, I'm Travis Lippert, CEO of Verks Unlimited, Limited, better known as Veedverks.
And I'm Julie Richardson.
And we are here with...
Danielle Ceruti from Cannalatino.
Yes. Oh, that sounds much better, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You guys can't tell what it sounds like, but we...
I was about to ask you, why we're not hearing... Oh, so it's
you're not
kind of
gonna
like
hear it.
tricky.
Yeah,
You're not
he's got to
gonna
hear
hear
all the
yourself.
tricky stuff. So.
That's why we're flying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is going to be an awesome show, and I'm
Of
going
course.
to take these things off, and then there we are. Hopefully the audio sounds okay. Oh,
Yeah, like.
how about that?
Yeah.
So.
I like it.
We just got that other camera working. It is cold
I
outside.
like it.
It is cold.
It's cold inside. I just turned off the heater. I have a backup jacket that, in case anybody needs it.
Yeah,
but,
and
Oh, thank you. No, it's
do you
not
need to
bad.
get a sweater?
No, outside is really bad.
Yeah.
It is.
Today it's like, wow.
Yesterday was horrible.
Yesterday was colder. Today was like, people was expecting worse, but
I have never driven back and forth to Denver in my four-wheel drive on the whole time, like I did this other time. It was like crazy.
I stay home.
Yeah.
That's what I work anywhere.
That's right. Well, yeah, it was nuts, and it ended up what I had to go to Denver for. Ended up being rescheduled anyway. So,
All
yeah.
right.
Did you want to talk about that first?
About what?
About yesterday, about the bills and what's going on, and
So, Colorado House Bill 1076 is trying to. Where is that bill? Or what do we do with that?
on the table.
We're gonna get that.
Table.
So, they're trying to amend the Clean Indoor Act in Colorado to ban vaping indoors, and they define electronic smoking devices as ESD means any product that contains or delivers nicotine or any other substance intended for human consumption and that can be used by a person to enable the inhalation of vapor or aerosol from this product, and includes any product described in subsection blah of this section and any similar product or device, whether manufactured, distributed, marketed, or sold as an e-cigarette, e-cigar, e-pipe, e-hookah, or vape pen, or under any other product name or descriptor. So that's what an electronic smoking device is, according to the law. So, also, smoking means inhaling, exhaling, burning, or carrying any lighted or heated cigar, cigarette, or pipe, or any other lighted or heated tobacco or plant product intended for inhalation, including marijuana, which doesn't apply to us because we're a hemp company. Hemp is cannabis sativa L with less than 0.3% delta-9 tetrahydrocannabinol on a dry weight basis by federal law and Colorado law. Anyway, including marijuana, whether natural or synthetic, in any manner or in any form. Smoking also includes the use of an ESD. So, according to House, what they're trying to pass as legislation is that announcing we're going to launch so many new products today, it's going to be stupid. But so for starters, where'd you go? Oh, this camera, we're going to fix
here.
that.
Okay.
Something like that. I want to be able to hold stuff up to the camera. Julie, scoot in.
Come on.
How about come on.
Let's go down to one.
Come hither.
Everybody.
All right.
There we go.
So, this brand new Veedverks candle with has a eucalyptol in it, and which is plant derived, and it is let's see,
I love it.
it is Smoking means inhaling, exhaling, burning, or carrying, which I'm doing right now. Any lighted or heated cigar, a bunch of things,
That.
whether natural or synthetic, in any manner or in any form. Smoking also includes the use of an ESD, which I told you again means any product that contains or delivers nicotine, blah, 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 or any other product intended for human consumption and that can be used by a person to inhale or to enable the inhalation of vapor or aerosol. So this candle is an electronic smoking device, and I'm currently smoking it. That's what the Colorado...
Just by holding it.
Yeah, I'm smoking it right now. Am I carrying it? Do I have to walk to carry it? Maybe if I, now am I carrying it?
Right.
Now.
Now I'm definitely smoking an electronic smoking device according to House Bill 1076. So we're going to launch some hella products tonight, starting with Veedverks electronic smoking device.
Candle.
Oh yeah. In other words, and it doesn't. Again, what they're trying to say about marijuana doesn't apply to us. We're a hemp company. But it applies to us and every like candle manufacturer. Like this actual thing that I like. Guess what? Colorado's trying to call that an electronic smoking device. I'm certainly going to be the first one to market with this electronic smoking device. And we've got more products on the way. But.
Well, the thing with this, it was lobby day, 2 weeks ago, and it just so happened that the senator that's bringing this bill was my senator from my area, Senator Michelson, and went and talked to her, and she was just absolutely said, look, we didn't know that this was a rescue device for people with epilepsy. Because I told her, I said, you know, what you've done for a person with epilepsy is they have to get up and leave the establishment and isolate themselves to hit something like this, you know? Yeah, which is the worst thing you can do if you feel like you're having a seizure come on. And she literally asked me if I had one, and I was able to reach in my purse where I keep my rescue. You know, I have one with CBD, I carry ours, and then I have one with THC if it's really bad.
Okay.
You know, and they're right here.
Huh.
You know, the choice is, I told her, I said, if it's so disturbing for somebody about to have a seizure to hit a vape pen, would she like to know the alternative? And she goes, absolutely. I said, well, a sedative that is strong enough to do surgery on me, which is basically anesthesia, has to be administered by suppository.
Oh.
You don't think that's going to be disturbing in a restaurant?
That's really disturbing. You know, and
if
it's not against you, you know, it's like
no,
anyone,
that's,
you know,
that's
disturbing for the patient and disturbing for the.
No,
it's kind of spooky, but.
Oh wow!
Yes, it's kind of like Halloween.
There you go, yeah. Where you had it there before, was a little bit like that.
How about that? Live from the Mighty. Is this one where I got it?
Live from the Mighty Veedverks Airship.
That
I'm
was,
Travis Lippert, CEO.
Live from the Mighty Veedverks Airship. I'm Travis Lippert, CEO of Birds Unlimited Limited.
And I'm Julie Richardson.
And I'm Danielle Ceruti. Oh my god, I love it. Hi. So
Little commercial there.
Exactly. No, but coming back to that one.
Getting
so
back
how
to that, you know, and she just didn't realize. And, you know, so I told her, I said, look, I said, you know, tomorrow we're coming back. We had another bill that we were working on that we need to bring attention to, too, which is the DUID bill. And so we went back with several big hitters, like, you know, Colorado NORML went, and Americans for Safe Access went, and so we went back to talk to her, and once again, back to the epilepsy patient or the PTSD patient. I worked with veterans. My choice. If we have somebody that's having a trigger experience,
You need to
I would
calm
much
down right there.
once again, it's not a good idea to isolate. Under that
No,
situation.
especially if you're not feeling okay. How do you? It's the opposite.
Right.
Well, that's exactly what you do when you go to a hospital. You want to be with someone who take care of you. You don't want to be alone in your apartment having a seizure.
And it's not just so we have
Scary.
PTSD and seizures.
Oh.
Another thing that's good for migraine headaches is really good inhalation. Gets it right.
in a second.
Neuropathy pain, inhalation is really good for. So
Could inhalation involve our new
Lighting the candle.
Well, yeah,
electronic
'cause-
smoking device?
that's aromatherapy, Trav.
Well, it certainly
Calming.
includes this, our new electronic smoking device.
From
What's in
Beaver.
terpenes? Yeah.
From Beaver to the world.
Yeah, Veedverks brand new
Electronic device.
fire-powered electronic smoking device,
But it's a firepower.
No,
It's heated.
It's heated.
heated or lighted. It's an electronic smoking device. Sorry to belabor the point, but also definitely tonight I've already unveiled this, but Veedverks brand fog machine liquid infused with CBD and terpenes. We're gonna do some commercials for this. I'm seriously gonna turn off the green screen. We could do that right now. Okay, watch.
Okay. With what do you come up with?
We're gonna have to do it on the fly.
Oh.
Let's see. All right.
So it's in a smoking.
Okay. So this is what all we can do. So
Okay.
introducing Veedverks brand CBD and terpene infused fog machine liquid. It's a liter of fog machine liquid. It has 10 grams of CBD in it. This is, and it's not cheap. Think about it. But this fog machine liquid, or perhaps even this fog machine liquid, which we also will make, that has no kinds of terpenes or CBD in it. They're all available now for purchase, and it's not cheap. But so this ordinance would also ban fog machine liquid or fog machines being used because they're electronic smoking devices. So are
And just carrying it, so you're also.
and I was just smoking now.
Yes.
I was just smoking.
Just for you too.
What else?
Wow.
I'm this is an I'm not interested in getting into incense, but this is an electronic smoking device, and I'm smoking it right now.
So church are also in dangers too.
Yeah.
Have their,
Oh, that is definitely smoking. Just carrying a lit candle, if you have an acolyte in church, as long as that candle is, some could argue that certain candles they do provide light, but most people don't use candles to provide light. They use candles for their scent. They're marketed as soothing eucalyptus with essential oils.
Does it have any smell?
Yeah, it does. It's got eucalyptol and stuff in it. Yeah, that's just some candle but that's an electronic smoking device. You were just smoking it. And if you in church, if you have the acolytes carrying the
So
candles
these and these
down.
are the same.
And you're
Be
smoking
thankful
them
they're
right now.
not suppositoxic.
And
Yeah.
you're smoking
Because the
them right
different
now.
will be worse.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So
It's really not the same.
no.
Those
no.
Glade plugins,
Oh my
I don't
God.
have one. Those are definitely electronic smoking devices.
Yes.
In the state capitol, there's in the men's restroom by the cafe.
Okay.
There's an electronic smoking device up there in the corner that every so often, psst, emits.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
right.
They're blasting electronic smoking devices
those are-
straight into the restrooms of the state capitol.
They can scare you.
I took a picture of it. If I had my phone, I'll show people.
And I don't want that sprayed on me either.
but-
You know, where's
sorry,
my
for the
indoor
green
clean
screen
act on
now.
that?
Will you please like hold this up and
Sure.
and then like
Smoking. Oh,
this is our brand new, you know,
these are the same.
and we're all
We're all
smoking.
smoking.
Okay.
Well, you quit smoking.
Thank you for stopping. Thank you for not smoking.
Exactly.
So I hope I've made my point about that. It's a ridiculous bill, and you
So-
know, not to mention just the real reason why I'm doing this, like why I care. It's not going to affect our vape cartridge business. It might affect our fog machine business, our brand new fog machine business, but people are going to disobey it. They're still going to medicate like they've been doing.
I love it. Yeah.
But and it could affect the candle business.
Totally.
but-
And again, the air fresheners and stuff.
But yeah, my point is, my motivation is that it will harm medical marijuana patients in Colorado,
Yeah.
and it's we're not going to put up with it. And I'll let other people speak to that when they postponed it from yesterday to
Right.
next week. But
Well, and for good
Really?
reason, yeah,
Okay.
because it was
Well, the weather.
horrible yesterday, and,
Yes.
and it took me hours to get there and back, you know. So, you know, and I definitely wouldn't have wanted any of the epilepsy families out, you know, and that kind of stuff, because stress from driving, any type of stress
Of course.
can be a trigger.
Yeah.
Let's get to you. Me and you, I've been doing some
No, but
cool
this
stuff.
is so cool.
Yes.
This is really cool stuff what you're doing, and actually, proposing bills is, I think, the best way that we have to become a community, especially an educated community, knowing what we're doing and the rights that we have, and also tell the people out there that they have the right to go to their Senate, to the congressman. You already explained, why these people were talking to you specifically, because you belong to that place in earth that when they have a legislation.
Yeah.
So they really have to report, and you have also the right back to educate them in order for them to make the right bills.
Well, and she says she's supportive of the cannabis community and doesn't want to take anybody's medicine away. And we left her with a strong urging to take this back to her committee and reevaluate, whether she did or not. And we also told her, just like, it started with one coming in and I come back with 6, we multiply.
Exactly. And it's
can
just
fill
a
the
seed.
room.
It's to plant the seed.
Yes. Yes, and we show up for that. And you said something earlier that the why you're always involved, because that's where we grew close, as you were up there reporting for Cannalatino, and you didn't have that. You never occurred to you where you come from to.
Well, we have different ways, and that's why we ended up how we are today. One of the reasons, I think it's because we never had an open jury, court trial, for example. You couldn't go. I'm from Venezuela. Everybody knows now, it's famous what's happening, and so we have to fight our war with different type of legalities, and all through offices, like write this letter, bring back that letter, sign that letter. Now you need to have 3 more signs and 3 more seals, and come back with that stamp. And it was all through papers, and no one really cared. At the end of the day, it was only 3 people deciding the future of a whole country. And this, what we have here, what I can experience here, it's what democracy really, look like. Because you can, again, you're paying your taxes in a place where you can also go and knock the door to the congressman or to the state representative and say, hey, honey, we have this problem. We need to recycle. I'm not just talking about cannabis. I'm talking about every single problem that you can have as a community. And this is the beauty of this freedom that you have, and the right to teach people, you know, and being here. That is amazing, because that's your opinion and you matter. That's a huge difference. And I'm more than blessed to be, you know, here in the United States as my second country, and I love it. You know, so this is home now, and
I think you're blessing us. Is the audio working?
No, I'm really gonna take any opportunity that I can to speak for not just Latinos, but every single one who has a voice and need me. I'll be there.
And you have a huge platform. I mean, is this what inspired you to start Cannalatino?
Yes.
What are you doing?
This.
There.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're gonna put it there. Perfect. Perfectamundo.
Oh, you were thinking what I was thinking.
Because I don't want to turn that heater off. It is really cold.
We need it. We need
all I
it.
need to do is just move that microphone, and it's going to be perfect. Sorry about
good.
that.
Perfect. No, don't worry.
Oh my goodness.
I think I started Cannalatino. I've been working with nonprofit organizations and with advertising companies. I'm a creative director, so my whole life, and that's what I really like. I started, you know, like realizing that I was good at it because I was passionate for. I was also a little bit involved in politics in my country. I'm always a fighter for the right things.
Right.
And so as a creative director, I do whatever I could. But when I moved to Miami, my kid also was bullied in school a lot. He's under the spectrum of autism. I'm under the spectrum of the autism. So and I'm, you know, one of the few that I have. So for us was like bringing him, you know, like to all the medication and giving him all the pills and stuff, and all the story that we know how we ended up here in the cannabis. He's doing great. I'm doing great. And I started posting things in my Facebook, and then everybody started like asking me like, "What are you doing this? This is cannabis. Don't do it. You're a crazy person." I'm like, hold on, this is medical. This is through science, and if you know how to read this. And I start realizing that there's no enough content in Spanish or Chinese or Russian or any other language that is not English. And the culture also here in the United States is different from everywhere. Not just the legality, but also what we believe. What your mom told you about cannabis is completely different from what my mom told me, and you know, and so on and on. So I wanted to start something that helped to do the two things that I do best. You know, it's communication for a good cause.
Right.
And that's why Cannalatino is here today.
Well, good. And where can we find Cannalatino?
Cannalatino is online right now. It's www.cannalatino.com. And we also gonna come with a magazine. This is one of our new projects for this 420. We're gonna launch in Vegas.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And it's gonna be a magazine for it's 100% in Spanish for the Latino community. We're gonna ask for the involvement for all the companies that we can find as well, because we wanted to educate and we want to know, what do you have to tell us? You know, how is your perspective for education? We wanted to create a whole group, and this is going to be like a book of education.
I love it. I love it. And of course, you know, we want to be all involved in that.
Of course.
You know.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, recently you had an educational series where you went to Miami. You were able to take some of our products and teach some classes. And like, how did that go?
Well, in Cannalatino, we also do classes, and we did the first class in Spanish of cannabis in Florida. No one else, had that idea before, which is sad. We have to have good ideas like that.
Yeah, I mean, isn't that the Latino capital?
Community.
That's
Exactly.
what you
And
said.
it was just matter because I understand it's illegal, but it was just matter to learn, go online, look for the legalities, make a few phone calls. You see that opportunity that we didn't have before, or we have in my country. For example, make a few phone calls and you make things legal, and you
Right.
find the way to make everything that you do on a legal way, in a respectful way, because we have to understand that we are a community. We have people that love cannabis, and we have people that really doesn't know anything, and they're scared. And that's what we want to break.
Well, they're
there.
not only scared because they don't know about it. They're scared because
What they know about
of
it.
what prohibition has done to the Latino community, and how racist it is, and how directed that was on that community. Where how could I can see how after generation and generations of being no, you stay away from that. That's gangs. That's bad. Da 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 da. To okay, it's now healthy. It's safe to use.
Yeah, but that's here in the United States. In Latin America, no. In Latin America, we still have, if you smoke, even hemp, which is a cousin of marijuana, you're gonna kill your mom in a second, and you're gonna end up in jail and hell, and everything bad is coming in your way. By the second that you light the thing on. So it's because of a lack of education.
Yeah.
Honestly, everything, and for a bad education, because there's really people that still ask me today, when we have countries already legal, how many people are dying from cannabis? 0, by the way. No one.
Yeah.
None.
There was a lady yesterday, she was describing a habitual cannabis user, and I'm like, that has never happened to me. I didn't have hallucinations and violent anxiety attacks or any of the things that was described.
No, me neither. And no one that I know that is responsible, that is a responsible user of cannabis, or a patient, never.
Right.
The worst can happen is that you fell asleep,
Right.
and you have an amazing night, or probably wake up a little bit dizzy next day, but nothing that a little bit of caffeine or sugar will fix, like shake it out of your system. But we did that class, that it was amazing. We helped a lot. I think we opened a lot of minds, not just for the plant, but also for this as a business. And that's another exciting thing that we're doing. We are gonna help as well with, for small businesses. We have our consulting company in Florida called Group Akana. And that is just something that we're launched as well. We're full of things. We have also a dinner, Valentine's dinner, the February 16th, on the International Church of Cannabis. International Church of Cannabis. And
They just fined the
$50.
no $71.
71
Yeah, they $71 fine, but
for all of that.
protesting it.
really, because of the building, right?
Well, I think they had
yeah.
a lady they had 2 cops that had snuck in. They had hung around all day. And so there was a elderly woman at the door, from what I understand, and she had seen them all day. So of course, it would make sense that their IDs and everything had already been checked. But completely, it was a setup, and it was 2 undercover cops.
Really? Oh
Yeah.
my God. Just, so they try to be nice.
What if
But I think they have a bigger thing before, because they wanted to take that building out of from them, because it's a historical building, and they wanted to. The city wanted to demolish it.
Really?
And they're kind of like saving that beautiful building. Have you been there?
No.
Oh, I love that place.
The
It's
pictures are amazing.
Exactly, for pictures, and it's a really cool place. And it's all in an old church. That's the whole deal, you know.
But is it all churchy? Because I mean, I gotta be honest. Last time I stepped inside a church for reasons other than a funeral or a wedding, or because I had to in basic training, like I don't go into churches that much.
Me neither. And I think there's some scream every time I get into the church. I have a few that I have my picture on it, like if you watch her run.
You're gonna perform there, though, right?
Yes, we're gonna be. That's another thing. We're gonna be playing with our band. My husband is a musician, so we have a band called La Mar y Juana, which is the sea and Juana, but it sounds, of course, like it sounds. So this is a project that we're doing. We've been doing for the last year as well. We've been recorded as well with different friends. Now we're gonna play our first set. So I'm hoping that everybody can go. If you're in Denver, go there.
That sounds like
They
fun.
can dance.
Are there fog machines in there?
I don't know, but they have a smoking permit, I think, so we can carry.
Well, even if they don't have a smoking
We
permit,
can carry.
surely
we can carry
they
this.
could have a fog machine permit, right? With new.
We can carry this
What's-
with the new Veedverks machine, fog machine.
Fog machine liquid. Do you need if you need a fog machine sponsor? I would love
Oh
to
my God,
sponsor
please.
your fog
Please.
machine.
I don't know. We have to make some parties then, so I can use fog machine.
Yeah.
And
And
who
it either comes regular, which is
For
you know,
DJs.
what is
Yeah. Make sure
Just-
everybody's real chill.
or or with CBD and terpenes. You know, either one.
Yeah.
They're both available. And so if you're going to draw the line at CBD and terpenes, which you're not even, I'm telling you the problems that you're going to have that you don't understand yet.
It's good for your
That
skin.
I'm-
It will moisturize
Oh,
your skin
yeah.
since you have
It has,
receptors on your skin. It will be.
yeah. Veedverks new fog machine liquid.
It's really not a bad idea, you know.
It is, it's good fog machine liquid. And also, you can get it with terpenes and CBD in it. It'll cost you
Exactly.
a lot. But I'll sell it to you.
And you will get it. You will
You know,
still need the
either
other
I'll
bad
sell it
products
to you
for
just
that. so-
regular or
Right?
or
You
with
just will die
CBD
with
and
this
terpenes
style.
in it. So House Bill 1076 is going to try to outlaw fog machines that use, you know,
CBD products.
no, yeah, but also
Only for CBD products.
yeah, just you're gonna have to draw the line because we'll put out both of these, and then of course the Veedverks new electron. This is an electronic smoking device. The new Veedverks electronic smoking device,
Powered by fire.
powered by fire.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
So,
Oh my God.
all right.
Yeah. So we have a lot of things that we've been doing together. I don't know if you want to show the pictures that we have. Do you have it there or?
Oh,
Yes.
show pictures how?
Through Instagram if you want.
I don't know if you can
No,
open
or-
it from.
Ah,
No, but what we could do is how about
it's-
this?
Yeah.
What kind of phone is that?
It's
Yeah.
an iPhone, so they can.
You can do it.
I can do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So swipe up. Screen mirroring.
Screen mirroring. Technology.
Yes.
Here. I love technology.
Oh, it's not gonna. I think maybe.
No. But it never works.
What you could do? No, that would be so complicated.
No, it always works. I don't know. Yeah, it was.
I'll work on it. I'll work on it.
Probably because I need to get into your network. Chan chan chan.
Oh,
Right?
Yes.
If I connect to something familiar.
yeah.
Who are you
Let's
people?
see.
Who are you people? Oh, I love it. I love it. Yes.
You guys can keep talking while I'm messing
But
with
of
this one.
course
I
we
can't
will. I
multitask.
love to talk.
So, Yeah, because we go to everything together. We've been to so many sensies together. We've been to things at New Evolution together.
Yes, everything. We have history.
Yes,
And
we
we're
do.
making history.
And then last summer we had a most amazing Peruvian couple come. Remember?
Yes.
That was so fun.
I wish I had that picture there, the baby. Oh my God. Crudi Peruanos. Follow them. They're really good. Best recipes for vegan food ever. And they're really healthy.
Yeah.
They're really, really into
And it
what
was
they're
good.
doing.
You know, didn't know what to expect when I was invited to a vegan Peruvian lunch.
Yeah.
You know, but it was
Baby shower brunch.
Baby shower brunch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it was really interesting.
That you organized. So you were invited and you ended up helping me. You know?
Somehow, that worked out like that.
So am I mirroring something? Oh yes, I'm mirroring something.
There you go.
So here's if you want to go to the event but I wanted to show you the ones that we had in Florida because we have so much fun in Miami with Veedverk.
Wait.
Okay.
There we go. There we go.
How about that?
See?
Good deal.
This is super fun, and we have this picture that was in the beach of Hallandale. Oh my God, I love that beach. It was so peaceful. And we have here Beaver with arepas.
There we go.
The Amelia with arepas. They were yummy, so good, super relaxing. I have one that I took with it was like this one. But I love this one. I honestly love this one. This is my favorite. And I have some in my history. Some videos from the class. Hopefully we can have it. Oh no, but this is like, hold on. I know, now I know. I think I go to edit highlights and
I keep telling the guys that next time you go down there and do a class, I really need to go.
Yes. You do, actually. You have to.
I need to be there to help.
For sure. Let me see how can I see my highlights? I don't know.
Dude.
What?
We can both do it at the same time.
No way.
Yeah.
How? Explain it to the people.
Look at this. I can show both of our phones at the same time. You're mocking the technology.
I love it. I love that. Oh, these are also. I cannot show it to you. No, this is weird. Just have to I can make some things. We have to go through this.
Oh, it's gonna make you do it the hard way.
Yes.
Oh, there it went.
Oh, you see, we have one there. This is our history, and it's always been.
You're in so many of my photos.
Same here. I love it, and that's because it's more than history; it's friendship, and it's,
yes,
and it's love. You were there in that one too.
Oh,
I'm here. Okay.
There you go.
Here is, you can see. Here we have. I was, giving the class. Am I?
No, I'm gonna turn mine off
Okay.
Oh,
because
look how
I want to
beautiful.
show yours, not mine.
Mm-hmm. That was the class that we have. And as you can see, I was explaining everybody, look, here's, I have to remove my head. So we have different products. We have, but definitely, that was the after party.
Oh. See, I really need to go.
You see, you need to come to the thing. We have fun, and there's no one educated. These people, all these people that it was there with me dancing, they were all willing to learn, willing to know. I have the T-shirt that I have there. Also, I made it myself, and it's a cannabis. It's a hemp T-shirt.
Nice.
Yeah, so we have, there's so many ways for education and for having the best way to give these products for patients and for the community. It's not just, I know it sounds like I'm party all the time, but it's also the way to call their attention.
Right.
And then you
Right.
can
Well,
explain
let's get
people.
back to the group Akana. You started talking about that,
Yeah.
and I am super stoked about that.
Well, yeah, Group Akana is going to help a lot of people. Hopefully, we're building pretty much what we call packages for people to get into the like a small business investment on the cannabis industry. It's going to go through hemp because it's completely legal, but we actually did that for single moms, for the Latino community, for people that not really have a huge capital, you know, and
Right.
people that doesn't have $100,000 or $500,000 or $1 million to invest in cannabis. But they really wanted to know. They really wanted to give the message. They really wanted to tell the people what is going on, because they're also trying it and,
Right.
and feeling better. So they're their own testimony of wellness. And that is how we come up with this idea. And we're going to help everybody who wants to have. Now we're going to start with the Latino because it's what we know the most. We're going to walk them from the beginning, you know, from whatever you want to do on a small business. And we're going to have packages with products
Right.
as well, because that's the way that we're going to start doing this. Through education, through products, through showing how a good community we can be.
Right. And marketing support, of course.
But of course, that's
Of
the key.
course.
That's the key. If you don't know what you're selling, how are you going to sell
Right.
it? You know, if you wanted to sell me this and I say, okay, I give you this, but what it is, I don't know.
Right.
But sell it to me.
Right.
How if I don't know what, you know,
Right.
this
Can I
product
interest
exactly?
you in any Veedverks
The
brand
product.
fog machine liquid?
I knew it.
Infused
I knew
with
you were
CBD
going to go
terpenes.
with that.
You're on a tandem.
It was just a matter of time.
Yes.
Well,
sorry.
you can have your own line of smog. Who knows? It's probably in 100 years is a good idea because someone developed a healthy one.
Well, building those relationships with the company, that's way, you know, you don't have to go and design your own packaging. Like I love Veedverks packaging, you know.
Oh, I love it.
And not everybody can go and have this quality of artwork and stuff done, you know. So having the relationship already built in, you have vetted these companies, you know, they're good companies and everything's tested and they're safe.
And the beauty of this is that you can start with something little, with something that is the value of a card.
Right.
You know, even if you want to have, if you want to have, you know, that loan, that is not going to be something that is going to remove your house, and you can try a new industry that is coming, you know, with so much money for everybody. And so I think it's a great opportunity. And also, if you want to grow again, if you want to start with just this empty, or if you want to go with the big bucks, you can always count on us to help you as consultants, and also as marketing and as an expert on the legalities as well. And we have a bunch of people. We have a network of people that we work with, and that is the beauty of this. Everybody needs to help, and if you move, and if you do your job, and if you do what you wanted to do, you just had it. You just need to work for it. And that is, you know, a lot of people want things, but they don't want it to move. No, this is going to be a small investment, but you need to move. You're going to learn how to do a new business. Or the same business in a new industry.
Right.
So is it a CBD business?
It's a CBD, yes, for now.
Have you read what's going down in Maine and North Carolina and New York City? That like health inspectors are rating people and saying that does that sound better? Let's try that for a bit. It sounds better to me.
You're the only one that can hear it.
Exactly.
Yeah, so the health
like,
inspectors are rating places, or they're threatening to send out letters next week in North Carolina to businesses that are selling food with CBD in it, because now CBD is in a drug, Epidiolex, made by GW Pharma, and so these state health inspectors are going in there saying you can't put in a drug in food products; it's illegal. So take it off thy shelves and stuff. But I was thinking about it. I like that better.
Okay.
Take those off. Doesn't matter. So there are drugs that the active ingredient in a prescription drug is like sucralose or glucose or lactose, like an emergency hypoglycemia drug. I'm sure there's something that syringe that you can only get through prescription where that's the active ingredient. So if CBD, which is derived from industrial hemp, which is legal as corn, federally, then they should be able to put sugar in food. It's used in a prescription drug, and this anyway. I think that if like edibles and edibles. And any restaurant that's like serving food with CBD in it, and this is as of like yesterday and today, I'm reading.
And that is pretty much the law, the farmers bill. What happened is it explained that it's like it is not going through the molecule. Like you don't have you should not speak of the molecule. What is legal is the plant that is the harvesting of the plant where that molecule lives. So you can have that as a part of your food, but it's not the molecule what you're like showing off there. Those are like the type of things that we're going to also advise to people, because labeling, it's important. That having an idea of what you're doing, of what you're saying when you're selling, it's important, because it's a really fine line where you can when you can piss off someone, pretty much. That's the way I see it. Because it should be legal anyway. It should be okay. But we are, again, we have to be an educated community, and we have to play by the rules. And I think also a lot of what is going on right now, there's also going on in the market, a lot of CBD products that have a huge amount of CBD, and people telling you, no, nothing happened. You can take all the CBD you want. Number one, not at once, because you're not gonna die, but you can feel bad.
Right.
You can really experience different things, and especially if you're having also other medications. CBD is not gonna make you dizzy, but probably the lorazepam that you're taking when your endocannabinoid system is coming to a place for the CBD, your lorazepam is gonna be over that. So what your body's gonna do with this? It's gonna make you dizzy, like the first time that you took the lorazepam, but you're gonna blame CBD. And so if you have a cookie with 90 milligrams of CBD, it is really no one is gonna come back to buy that cookie.
Right. And we tell people all the time, start slow, see how you feel, respect it like you would a pharmaceutical. You go to your doctor. What do they say? We're going to start you off on this. We'll see you in 2 weeks and see how you're doing. And then they decide whether to up and down. Cannabis, CBD, same way.
Exactly.
Start off slow, give it time, a lot of people say 30 minutes, but sometimes people metabolize and they may need 45
or 4 hours.
Yeah. Do what?
Oh, it's at home.
Oh, the fog machine?
The fog machine.
No.
I get excited. So,
I have a bottle of CBG or tincture that is marketed with having CBG in it. Like CBG it's Steve's Goods.
Okay.
Got it at Indo Expo. And so I am screwing around with CBG now.
CBG is really good, and they've been having a great research, and it's been proven to be a really good molecule.
Yeah.
I think it's also, I was reading the other day that it's also involved on the creation of new neurons, which we think that it was impossible. Apparently CBG has something to do, in your hippocampus. It's like a little,
I mean, I can tell you from my MRI scans that I know that cannabis, if taking it in high concentrations, I had a TIA, transient ischemic attack, which is like a baby stroke. And I have taken such high doses of oil since then. The scans on my brain are beautiful.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yay.
And I don't know, remember last year, all those weeks I had to wear all those electrodes, and I looked like a bomber, and it was
true fashion. I like it.
What was funny is I had all these wires coming out of my hair, and that went into a backpack that I had to wear. And then with my dark hair and eyes, my doctor goes, look, don't go to banks. Don't go anywhere. There's a lot of security. And she was serious. You look like a bomber with these wires.
That's horrible. I don't know what I'm laughing, but that is so sad that the doctor had to tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
She said she's had patients that have been just tackled when they went to the bank and stuff that had to wear those.
They should give you a T-shirt that says, "Hold on, this is a medical device."
Yeah, I'm doing neurological studies, and, but it was worse for me because it wasn't just my brain, but they were doing my heart because they were making sure that everything was communicating. So.
Love it. Oh my God, and we're super glad that you're okay.
Yeah.
But I think again, I'm reading a new study every day. Every time that I have the chance, I just Google things.
Well, part of my testimony this year, especially with the DUID, is, I went through all of that, and then they do something else that's just peachy, because I have to wear these braces all the time, and they were concerned with my ability to drive. On the cannabis medicine, and and I'm like, okay, you've put me on Lyrica and all these other things, and that make me drunk as a skunk. So I agreed, and so this extensive neurological testing to keep my driver's license, I just got, I got to keep it for one. I passed with flying colors, but they put electrodes all over my body. And then they shoot electricity through you, like underneath your elbow and at different spots on you. And the electricity goes through, and they want to make sure that the connections are talking to each other. And it's excruciating, and all of that to make sure that I was not intoxicated and I was fully functioning while I have cannabis oil in my body.
Whoa.
And so, cognitive abilities, my day, the birthday, who's the president, that kind, all of that.
Do you know Marta Montemayor?
Very, very well.
Okay, is she the same study that she was
No, this is something that my neurologist, it was time for all these tests, but, she did sign off, and that's what I posted a couple of weeks ago. Continue with your hemp oil. Of course, it's more than hemp, and no pharmaceuticals are needed.
Yay!
So that's so
we have to
huge.
Celebrate.
Yeah, except no alcohol. I guess we see.
No, with CBD.
Yeah.
You don't need drugs to celebrate. You can dance because the music is fun and you follow the rhythm. It doesn't, you don't have to be intoxicated to feel it.
No, I'm around such high energy people all the time. Yeah.
If you're happy with yourself, you feel it in the shower, anywhere.
Yeah, but I just want to frame that,
That's amazing.
Continue with the hemp oil. No pharmaceuticals are needed at this time.
Can I just say that my New Year's resolution was to stop saying fuck in the shower? You said you're happy with yourself in the shower.
Okay.
And that was my.
That's good. And you make.
How you doing?
I'm doing a much better job. Yeah.
Okay.
So do we have
you're allowing some, but not all of it?
So he's starting off on a more positive note in the day.
Yeah.
So are we ready to start meditating?
Because I used to just be like.
Oh, me too. For me, it's like.
Fuck! I forgot to do that.
And it's like for PTSD, for me, it's like that. I wake up in a super dark place every single day. Even if I'm, like I have a really good life. I don't have complain, and nothing to complain right now. I'm healthy. My kids are okay, and I just wake up in a whole new level of, I don't like this, that it takes time. It takes time for me I actually have to get down, get out of the house, medicate, walk, like do a few things before breakfast and everything.
Have you time? Yeah.
Otherwise, no one talk to me in the morning. Everybody's like, okay, no, don't.
I'm the same way. I've got to be up for a little while.
Yes.
But you make that a practice. I get up, I have my quiet, even though my kids are grown now, It's coming.
I know.
It's coming.
Well,
Look.
my older one is 21.
Right.
I'm 420, by the way.
There's going to come a day that you're going to fish out an article of clothing from behind the dryer, and it's going to be somebody's sock or shirt or underwear, and you're going to sit there and hold it and cry. Not that I did that or anything, but
exactly, yes. It's called emptiness.
Yeah. And that's intense. Yeah. It's intense.
We all know that one. Yeah, I know. But that's amazing that you have that resolution and that you're trying to do better for your energy. It's like I tell my kids, change your energy.
Yeah.
When it's coming, when you're feeling it, there's ways to change your energy. And we've been doing it with drugs our whole life. We need to put a little bit of effort and also do it to ourselves and find the right medication is a key.
Well, it's taking command over your day. You can either plan out your day and decide how your day is going to be, or just when you don't do it like that and set the intent, then you have all these just crazy things. Is that, that's the fog machine.
Oh my God, we have a fog machine.
Oh yeah, the fog machine.
Yes.
Try new Veedverks brand fog machine liquids. With or without CBD and terpenes.
With or without.
Legal or maybe not in Colorado.
No, because you're smoking right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry for smoking indoors.
Yeah, we're smoking indoors.
Now,
Let me smoke for a little bit. Do you want to
should
smoke?
try smoking this electronic smoking device.
Oh, let me try smoking this one. Do you want to smoke this one?
Oh, no.
Because I'll put CBD in that candle. It's already got terpenes in it. That's our business, is putting CBD and terpenes and stuff and giving it to people in ways that they can use.
Love it.
I'll totally put CBD in a candle. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, an electronic smoking device.
Exactly. Just let's talk legally.
Oh, my
Legally
goodness.
talking. Oh, I love it. That is, and that's why we need to be on top of the legalities, because, and that's how we ended up with this legalization of cannabis as well. The wrong definition of marijuana bring the whole legalization of hemp that we had until last month.
Well, we had this whole new group that we literally have to re-educate. Last week we were sitting in testimony, and one of the newly elected members literally said, "Oh, I just cannot see giving a 7 or 8 year old child a joint." And we all just
Oh,
went,
I was there.
"Oh, that's right.
I was there.
Oh my goodness."
Yeah, me neither, but
we started very respectfully with each testimony, not really shouting him down or being, explaining what all that we do to medicate, and you do have to layer it, depending on how chronic you are. So,
let's hear the commercials.
oh,
Everything's a commercial.
Ooh.
For new Veedverks brand fog machine
Fog
liquid
machine.
and electronic smoking devices.
so
Since you're already vaping, you want to vape that?
No, I want to smoke this.
You're smoking that.
Now I'm smoking. I'm
Now,
not vaping. You're vaping.
I'm going to smoke an electronic smoking device.
Ooh.
Just like you are.
I'm
That is also smoking, is exhaling it. in case
Yeah.
somebody's like a one-way breather.
But those things are really, really tough. The amount of like of this. Where is it? The one that you have behind me.
Which one?
Oh,
It is. That's
that
what's behind
the
you.
electronic device that you have. Oh, look.
Wait. Let me make that less confusing.
The electronic device that you had before, the big ones.
Yeah,
You know, the
this
difference
big,
between.
this big electronic device.
No, the real one, the one that
Oh.
China says it's an electronic
Yeah.
device.
Right.
Now we have to talk like
I
that.
read the text.
Exactly. Oh, they have like a different type of like smoke things.
Well, I wonder what they're going to say for the little ads that like the inhalers that are full of CBD and THC too.
It says aerosolized elsewhere in the legislation. I think that they didn't write this bill very well.
No, they didn't.
Did not think it through, and they just need to say, and they're not hearing amendments to it right now. I don't understand. I'm not that political, but I just know that if you ban our electronic smoking device, then you're going to have to ban all of the electronic smoking devices in Colorado.
Yeah, not
No
just the one
candles, and
contained.
save the candles, Colorado. They're
And
going to
the
ban your
plugins
candles,
for
and
what
I'm
it-
smoking right now.
I depend
The
on the
only
plugins.
purpose of this candle is to inhale it.
smell it.
The purpose of it is to produce plant matter and send it up into the air. And
Yeah.
it's made out of, I don't know what this candle's made out of, but our real candle would be made out of, candle stuff, good candle stuff. And so they really just need to go back and get that language right. It is stupid. I'm not smoking, and this is not an electronic smoking device. It's a candle, and I'm holding it. And they're going to ban fog machines, which, Halloween's going to be either a bummer or you can buy our new.
Are you watching what I'm watching?
Party. That would be the best Halloween party ever, right? It's
Should
not
be
going to be
watching
cheap.
that. I think we need to explain that we have another screen here. Yeah, that is showing that one. And look at this.
It's super Travis.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. This is happening while we were talking. And I know that you were serious about your products. But
Oh, I'm dead serious about this product.
And and we have to be serious about change legalities that are not fair and they are not right, especially if they're not right, if they don't have the right definition.
Right.
That's number one, like you can do that with Wikipedia. Come on, people.
Right.
So that is something that again, we need to take in consideration when we write the law.
I didn't want it vibrating and falling off.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Because since you took it out of the case and then it'd fall off and
And I just replaced the screen because that day at the
the
Capitol
Lippert Bowl.
State.
Oh no.
No, the Capitol State. I throw it in the toilet. It happened to me all the time. That's why I have these things. But they never fell inside, thanks God. I will never pick it up from there. I'm too OCD for that. But it just, like get in the corner and like crash. So it happened.
It does.
Yeah. So
All right. So let's recap a little bit.
Okay.
You have
a
the
lot of
amazing Cannalatino, where anybody can go online and see all of your videos and
Yes.
everything. And then if they're interested in getting started with CBD, and starting a store, they can get
They can go to
Akana.
groupakana.com.
Okay, and then
Which
this
is Canada.
weekend, if we want to come and see you, it will be on the 16th at the
Cannabis
at the Cannabis Church. And then as soon as we know of when they're going to reschedule the hearing, then we'll let everybody know.
Yeah.
When to
But
be
we
at the
also
Capitol.
have in June, which is very important, Cannabis Salud. That is the
Oh, that's
conference that we do
right.
in Mexico. So, and Cannabis Salud is for, of course, for the Mexican people, but it's for doctors and legislators.
Nice.
So
is that kind of like what Martha does here, right?
exactly, that's what
Right.
I'm saying. Yeah, we're all partners, and we're trying to educate, and that's what I love her so much.
I
And
do
I know
too.
she did the study of the DUI with the, driving under the influence.
Right.
So that's something that you can also show to the,
Oh
you
yeah.
know, show,
Oh, yeah.
show to the people.
Well, that
need
bill's
to take the
crazy,
decision.
in trying to get them to understand, what I take. I'm never high, but if somebody else tried it from the first time to my dosage,
Yeah,
they would be asleep for days.
probably.
And it
Or-
took me a while to get to where I could handle this much, and but when you're on a therapeutic dose, it's completely different.
For me, happened the opposite. I start with a lot. I have to start. Well, I was in a lot of medication, and so I have to start with a lot of THC, and now I'm in a lower dosage, like
I hear that with some
constant,
people too.
and I'm happy. And I have days that I know my body. It's like, okay, you're kind of like weird, and then how do you do
I
it.
mean, like on mine, when I had to have like super high amounts,
Yeah.
that's my opioid.
Yeah, well, it's determined as well. My days that I have that is
Uh-huh.
determined by pain.
Yes.
So that's how I I know that I have to dosage more,
Mm-hmm.
because I have some days that my sciatic, my migraines, I have fibromyalgia. So
Right,
whatever.
me too.
It could be here, there, like you name it. So it's hard. It is really hard to find the dosage without the right doctors, without the right knowledge in our community. That's
Right.
why we do as well Cannabis Salud, and hopefully we're gonna bring it worldwide as well.
Yes. I hope Veedverks will be down there.
Yes. I
With
have-
you.
Yes. We have to go to our retreat as well. We do a lot of fun things when we're there, because we're very grateful, especially with the community.
Well, it just sounds amazing, and thank you for being such a driving force with that. And
I don't know. It's my pleasure. I actually it's the best that I can do with what I know, and I think every human being should do the same.
well,
It's hard.
You see the bigger picture, and you realize that we have a responsibility. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do this show. I'm fulfilling a promise to bring information home. I can't fly back and forth, and but I can do this, and I can share it on Louisiana pages, and you're doing the same thing. You see
Yeah.
your people suffering. You want to change that
I
in
would
your culture.
love to. I would love to, but now there's no legality how to get into into Venezuela.
Right.
And
Oh, I saw that. Oh, that's exciting. Are you thinking about visiting more? Going?
no, there right now. Right now there's actually two governments.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't know what is going to happen yet, but and that's one of the reasons why cannabis, not even hemp, can go there, because there's no one that you can tell, hey, this is our constitution,
Right.
and here is the law. Yeah, you can probably tell the first person, but how do you understand the cop they're gonna watch and gonna see something again, like cannabis
Right.
and the terror, and it's the whole process of for you to get in jail in Venezuela. It's like someone lost your paper again. It's not like here.
Mm-hmm.
Your paper get lost, and you get lost in jail. A human being get lost, and we have a lot of lost people in Venezuela in our jails that no one knows about it, because again, there's no structure, there's no government. So how do you do that? How do you try to get a new law for something, or for new industry? We have to wait to see what happens. I'm hopeful. I really have high hopes in Venezuela, and I think this new adventure that is taking is gonna be successful. But we're gonna need to work again. Everybody needs to work. Everybody needs to move, and it's hard. It's hard because it's very devastated.
Right. Well,
But we're gonna get there
yeah.
for sure. Beaver's gonna.
There's a
is
lot of
gonna be
healing
there.
that has to go on there. Emotionally healing and
Oh yeah, that is
generational hurts that have happened.
Yeah.
Since all of that.
No, but we also don't have really a statistic of epileptic patients in Venezuela, for example.
Really?
There's
Interesting.
none. And who tell you that they know, they're lying to you.
Huh.
Because really there's no way to know. One of my best friends, that she has a seizure for the first time. She was 40, like 30 something. Never ever a patient of epileptic or anything. She had her first seizure, and they have to go to 5 different hospitals to find the medication.
Wow.
So that's how it is. And that's why it's also so important that cannabis get there.
Yeah.
Because it's a plant. We can all grow, and I would love to see Venezuela, an oil country, rebuilt by a plant. That would be a poetic triumph.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my
everybody.
dream for the Native Americans too. Get your land back. Plant this seed,
Exactly. No, love it.
Plant the cure.
All my love to
cure, yeah.
I
Venezuela.
can't believe that Facebook kicked Bubba's Robnik off.
I know, that's so sad.
Whatever.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. I should know a lot more about Instagram than I do. I think.
Me too.
That was
It's
pretty
fun.
cool, pulling up the.
Oh, I love the
photos there.
Instagram. It's super fun, and I love technology. So I'm not very good at it, but I'm so amazed by like a dog when you take it in the car. It's like, yeah, I'm like that.
Well, my thing with Instagram, I like Twitter because I can do it on the computer, and Facebook, and all the other, so. But when I have to take my braces off and do this, that's when.
You need a different platform for
Yes,
that.
yes.
You can do it in the computer now. Now you can access to the computer. It has
It's
some
not quite,
exactly.
but you can.
Yeah.
You can. And yeah, I downloaded the app at the house computer, so I can do it like
We're
that.
gonna
So
get you there soon.
yeah. Yeah, if there's a will, there's an app for it.
Of course.
It's not a will, there's a way, there's an app for it.
Totally. I love that.
All
Wow.
right. So
Could we do another
Commercial.
commercial?
Yes, I love commercials.
How about let me. What am I trying to do? I want to turn the
Like this. With the car. Vroom, vroom, vroom.
turn this off and then. Okay.
If you want
So-
your car to have smoke,
Which one?
isn't that cool?
beaver smoke for your car.
How about like a jingle, like
Jingle.
Veedverks electronic smoking device. I'll sell you this or this for the same price.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
It's
Look at you.
A new, larger version of the Veedverks electronic smoking device. It's slightly modified, but here's brand new Veedverks electronic smoking device.
For everybody.
Can you smoke on Facebook? Or
Electronic device. No?
I don't know,
Oh, no.
but you're certainly doing it right now.
Okay. We give you
Veedverks.
this one and this one for the same price.
There you go.
Sorry.
Something like that.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I love it. Ay, this is so cool. So yeah, we need to. That's pretty much the motto of Cannalatino is investigate, educate, and act, because that's the only way that you know what is happening.
Right. And unfortunately it takes a traumatic, like somebody gets in the family gets sick, or before they make that decision to even learn about it.
Yes. And most of the time, cannabis is the last resource.
But it should be the first.
Exactly.
And we brought that up to one of the senators asked that, why, because we were talking about the opioid bill. Why is it so important to have cannabis first instead of after? It's because if you get it in your body quicker, that stops the inflammation and it slows down all the damage. Where an opioid, that just covers up the pain. Why not take
and you can
something?
die with opioids.
Yes.
And I think the first reason it should be because you're going to be able to leave and try another thing.
Right. Right.
It doesn't happen with any other medication.
Well, I mean, it replaces for me. I don't take muscle relaxers. I don't take any anti-inflammatory. No blood pressure medicine whatsoever. What was funny is the pharmaceuticals gave me high blood pressure. I didn't have high blood pressure.
No.
So there's 3 things right there that if I got if you injure yourself, then what's the first thing your body's going to do is it swells. So where there's swelling, there's pain.
I know.
So there was the answer. Why not get it in there to prevent
the first thing that happened, like first aid, it should be a first aid.
Yeah. Yeah. I know if I was a young mother again, I would have a lot more CBD in my cabinet.
Me too. Me too.
Shoot. Like,
but as a
PTSD,
grandmother, you can teach as well.
Yeah.
You can influence what your knowledge into your kids. That's beautiful.
Well, like, even thinking about things like, I know when my daughters were getting to be the teenage years, I gave them St. John's wort. They were bad. And it helped a lot. Well, but if it was the same shoes, I probably would have done it St. John's wort with CBD or, got them a tincture.
Or what about a smoking device?
An electronic
smoking device and the fog. CBD fog.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I hate to... did I also tell you?
I need to.
You gotta go.
I need to go somewhere someday. No, but show me again.
So I'm thinking about how you hotbox a room. If you use new Veedverks brand liquid fog, you can Geister box a room.
It's this ghost detector box.
Like Dieter, the Halloween ghost. Yeah, in here.
You didn't see that series? We had 3 videos.
No, I didn't have the time to watch them all.
There's a ghost in that box. He travels with me to Kansas and Oklahoma
it
now.
smells delicious.
Yeah.
So what do you do with this?
It's a big long story.
Oh, okay. I have to watch it. Now we all have to watch it and leave the comment below.
Yeah.
Because we need to know.
What's in the box?
Aha. What episode is? Do you know?
It's our Halloween one.
Halloween episode. From
all
last
3.
Halloween.
Yeah, there's 3 of them.
You're the Halloween sales guy.
I want to see the comment.
All right. Well, thank you for coming. This has been so fun.
No, thank you for having me here. It was really a pleasure.
We have a lot of really good things to do this next year.
Well, of course. We're all going to be together.
Yes.
Thanks for joining, everybody. And remember, if you don't get hemp... Oh, wait, I almost forgot to tell you that you should Google 6630507. The U.S. government has a patent on cannabinoids as a neuroprotectants and antioxidants, and it's patent number 6630507. You should Google it. There's a Facebook group. And if you don't get hemp here, get hemp. This is going to be our new thing. You know how they used to
if you
say,
don't get hemp here,
get hemp somewhere.
Okay.
Right? There used to be that commercial on
it.
TV that's like, if you don't get help here, get help somewhere. But if you don't get hemp here,
get hemp somewhere.
I should do like
someone clean.
Thanks for joining, everybody. I'm Travis Lippert. I'll see you next week on the Mighty Veedverks Airship, reminding you, if you don't get hemp here, get hemp somewhere. Right? Something like that.
I love it.
We're going to get it going down. But
we have to make a whole video.
See you next week.
Bye. Yay. Oh my God, I love it. Thank you.